Warning, this content is not for kids. If you're a kid, f off.
Space! Ooh, that was a good one. Welcome back to the channel, boys and girls. See that hill in the distance? That hill over there, there's a temple on the other side of those trees. Hopefully we can get away with sleeping in the graveyard, but it's in the middle of a cow field. And I have Alan, obviously, and I have the Basha, so we're doing a Basha setup tonight. That means I can't keep Alan contained in the tent. We're going to have to think about, there's a forest, well, a woodland right next to it, so we might just, there's a woodland right next to it. The whole hill's a woodland. Do we want to go through the baby corn, or do we want to go through the flowering potatoes? There's a road going along there taking you, oh, there you can see the farmland, the farmhouses and that there. But we're going to go cross country and hopefully not get spotted. If you're doing these things, boys and girls, try not to damage any of the crop. There we go. Now we're not damaging any crop. Good stuff. Right, try not to get shot from the farmer, okay? We made it through that field of tatties. Field of dreams. I've made sure this wall isn't booby-trapped. This wall's called a dike. A dry stone dike. It's probably older than most houses and still standing. Right, we're at dike number 2. Haven't been spotted yet. I've been keeping an eye on those houses. That field's been harvested and there's a gap in the wall here, cross country, and we just need to hope that tanks know that they're sniping people. Right, over this wall. They look like straws. That straw does. We're at dike number 3. There's a hole in it to get through, but there's baby corn still growing. Yeah, we can walk up the side of it there. Come on, boy, move. Roll out. Autobots, roll out. We're here. We've got beer. We're on the edge of the forest. Just beyond those trees there is our destination. So I'm going to stop for a celebratory beer. What are these satellite dishes for? It's definitely no Sky TV. See if you want to see the exact opposite view of this. Go to Valhalla's page. Kenny's got loads of these. He's got a badass drone that records in 4K. Honestly, the footage is brilliant. Go and check his stuff out. Beware of falling ice during low temperature periods. Danger high voltage electricity. Alan, can you read? Safety helmets must be worn. Foot protection must be worn. High visibility jackets must be worn. Safety harness must be worn. Yeah, it's just not a job that I fancy. Look at it swaying, man. Oh, that's me. That's me swaying. There's something very obvious standing out in the tree line. Too far away to see what it is yet. Please don't break. Nah, I'm over here. That's too much. Much too much. Much too young. That thing is very obvious. I think it might be a bird. Could just be a stone, post, whatever it is, it stood out a mile. Why are things seen, boys and girls? Shape, shadow, silhouette, shine, movement, texture, transport. We'll go over them later. In fact, in this episode, so stay tuned, we're going to learn something today. I'm going to teach you some hand signals, some of which I use with Alan. I taught him the hand signal at the same time as the verbal command, so all his tricks and things he does has hand signals that go along with them. But I'm going to teach you some British Army hand signals. Field signals, they're called. A keen eye will notice we're actually walking up an animal trail. It's a big animal. Look where the brakes are. Another dike to navigate, but there's the thing I noticed, look, with a bloody fence post. Sometimes I forget how awesome he is. He just jumped up there himself, one leap, it was beautiful. Notice how all the grass is flattened in that wee area there. I think deer sleep there, and I also think humans, farmers, sit right here. So that might not have been an animal trail, that was a human trail. You know why I think that? All the spent shotgun cartridges, there's loads of them, look. Some pest control's been happening in this spot. I am looking for my son. Have you seen my son, Alan? He is a Jack Russell. Dude, are you rolling in... Oh man, you better not be rolling in shit, because I'm with you. When dogs roll in other animals' poop, that's so they could go and show the rest of the pack where they've been and what they've found. They're like, oh look what I've found, he rolled in a deer poop. He's tortured for it. It annoys me because I'm his only pack member. I'm his only pack member, and I'm with him when he's doing it. He doesn't need to show me there's a deer jobby there. Yeah, it stops you getting in the bloody bivvy bag as well, does it? Man, this is a perfect spot. Yeah, we're in deer territory now, which means deer ticks. Our destination is over there. There was a path at the top of the hill, going down a hill, up another hill, and then along to where we want to be. But it has a mobile phone mast on it, and that's the reason I didn't take it. And now I wish I did take it, because we've added an extra few minutes on, but we found a radio station tower. Well, if anybody's in there, I'm about to let you out. Stay there, just in case it's got sharp bits or something. Ooh. That's just a storage area. Door's locked. Let's just close that. We were never here. All the radio equipment's gone anyway. There's nothing worth stealing. There's nothing to steal. We found a bird hide. No unauthorised use. Yeah, sure, whatever, mate. Guano. At least the bird was eating healthy. Hey. Just wait a minute, mate. Just wait a minute. You're never getting up here. Hunting pheasants. And amongst all that heather and fern, that's where the pheasants live. We've got an old cottage through the bushes there. Cool. It's a facade. It's old bus stop. Oh no way, it's open, man, awesome. It's a nice park bench. Man, this would be a great place. Oh, there's nests up there. To camp, I mean. Just not tonight. Not tonight. We've had a change of plans, boys and girls. We're not going to any temple at all. Right, I've just downloaded the OS Explorer map app because I forgot my app. I just downloaded the app for the maps because I forgot the map. I was using Google Maps to get to this. Right here, I wanted to go here. We started off here, cut across the country, wandered all the way along there, wandered all the way, I swear we were here But Google Maps decided to say, no, go around this way, go around that way, go around that way, go around that way. So we followed Google Maps. Dude, we're back here. We've actually walked up there. There's the deer fence coming up. The 2 wind turbines are right there. Like, right there. We're in the first forest. We've just done a full circle because of Google Maps. We're just going to close that, thank you, close that, thank you. Alan, we're here for tonight. I think we're just going to pick this spot here. I've already been kicking the pine cones out the way. Out of the way, pine cones. So next time we come, we'll go to the temple and we'll bring the OS Explorer map so we can go straight there. As always, you set up Alan's bed, he sleeps on yours. Mate, all you're doing is warming my bed up for me. You're just making my bed toasty. Cut to size branches. I have the centre line wrapped around that, because when I had it going through just the centre of there, this thing was sliding. It was a bit slidey. Bungeed to that tree, tied to that tree, and then pegged in. The wind's coming from that direction, it's going that way, so it's going to be hitting that wall. But apart from that, there's no widowmakers. I'm pissed off, man. Well, I'm not pissed, I'm in a good mood because we've got a good space to camp, but I'm pissed off that Google Maps took me in a full circle right around the place that I wanted to be at. There we go. 1 wind turbine, 2 wind turbines. The temple was in a field of cows anyway, so it might have been a disaster having Abasha and Alan and not being able to lock him in overnight inside a field of cows. That was a recipe of disaster waiting to happen. We're just chilling now, we're just chilling. Alan, what's the hand signal for just chill? This is the second time I'm filming this bit because I forgot I had the camera zoomed in and I was standing up. Half the hand signals, field signals I'm about to show you, you need to be able to see my hand. Because I was standing up and some of them were that height, you were only able to see here and lower. Right, I'm doing all these again. First field signal, hand signal I'm going to teach you is my favourite one that I use multiple times a day with my wee boy. Open fingers like a spider. Every one of these has, you're going to use your left hand for every one of these. Mostly. 99% of them are left hand because you should have a weapon in your right hand. When you want your squad or a member of your squad to come to your position so you can discuss plans or have a beer, open fingers, top of the head, on me, on me, on me, on me, on me, on me. Yeah. Good boy, good boy. If you want your squad to stop moving, to halt, freeze, open palm, shoulder height. Halt. Simple as that. If you need to go back or turn around, it's an open hand pointing to the ground and in a circular motion. Go back. It does not mean retreat. To advance or move forward, follow me. Open palm from the rear to the front. Follow me. Come on boys, let's do it. To move up. Open hand, sweeping in the direction that you want to go and also pointing at the location that you want to go. So move up to there. To move out, you've got all your gear packed and you're ready to go. Closed fist, circular motion in front of you, waist height. Let's move out, boys. Let's move out. To tell someone to slow down, open palm out to the side, and up and down motion. Slow down. Slow the fuck down. To tell someone to speed up. Double time. Most of you gentlemen watching this, or most of the gentlemen in the world, you already do this daily. To speed up, closed fist in front of you in an up and down motion. Speed up. Double time. To tell your boys to space out if they're getting too close. Spacing, it's one of the 7S's. You'll have your weapon in your right hand, so this hand will stay still, and this open palm just indicating a spacing. Yeah, space out. Freeze and listen. This one's self-explanatory. You already know this without me even showing you. You already know this one. Cupped hand over the ear. That means shut up and listen for danger. Which leads me on to the next one. Is danger. And this is one that you use your right hand for. And you use, like your thumb. You did this as well as a kid. It's on all the 80s movies. From left to right. Across the throat in a cutting motion. Danger. Over there. Danger. Will Robinson. Now luckily I checked the footage to realise that my head was chopped off. I don't know, I never checked the footage. I just go home and check it then, but this time I did. But before I noticed my head was chopped off, I was about to have a beer. So this leads me on to the final one I'm going to show you now, which is, as you were, resume what you were doing. Get back to your beer pronto. Open palm, sweep in front of you. Let's have a beer then. What are you staring at me for? What are you staring at me for? Here's a bit that you don't normally see on camping videos, well, unless you watch proper professionals, I mean. Antifungal foot powder. It's like £1 out of Home Bargains or B&M's, one of the two. I can't remember which one it was. But when you've been walking miles, man, it's a game changer. It cools your feet down instantly, at the same time as making them feel nice and refreshed. Top tip though, don't really wear Star Wars socks if you're going for a mad hike. In my defence, I wasn't planning on walking as far as I walked today. That was Google Maps' fault. And new boots as well. Look, bloody blister, can you see that? Yeah, sniff my feet, Alan, sniff my feet. You're a mink. That was tickly. La da 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 ba ba ba. Oh. Oh. Rub that in, rub that in, rub that in. And then I'm gonna pull my sock. I have got spare socks for tomorrow. Proper socks. Pop that in. Well, this is my technique. I pop it into the toes and then I turn it round. Yeah. Give it a wee shake while I pull it. Oh, honestly, guys, even if you're not going for mad walks, man, it feels good already. That's 20 mile that these new boots have done. They've done 10 miles over the Brecon Beacons, and then they've did 2 miles around Balgay Park with Alan, and then 8 miles, well, it was exactly 8 miles to the destination today, but we walked longer than that. We've walked an hour longer than we should have, and usually you could walk in 15 minutes is a mile. So We've wandered another 4. Holy shit, that one's burst. Look. Keen viewers will know that my go-to boot of choice, leather limousines, is Magnum. I fucking love the brand Magnum. As you could tell by my heels, the heel section hasn't been broken in properly. You don't get that problem with Magnums. Magnums don't need broken in. I've never had to break in a pair of Magnums, ever. They're solid leather, they're absolutely solid. Even when I bend the toes, look, it doesn't do a creasy fold thing. Yeah, Magnums have a soft leather, but they're ideal. They're my weapon of choice. Weapon of choice. Right, well, that's how you take care of your feet in the field. Always take care of your feet, and always look after your boots, because if you look after your boots will look after your feet. I've set up the trail camera. Let me show you. It has these 3 sensors, one pointing that way, one pointing that way, and one facing forward. So I have to make sure my sleeping arrangement doesn't fall into the space with my sleeping arrangement's right there. So the sensitivity of the sensor should start about here. So me getting in and out of the basha, getting up for a piss, Alan doing his thing, that should hopefully not set off the trail camera. There's my shadow. Hiya. That's how you get seen, Franco. Shape, shadow, silhouette, shine. You know what should be added to that is colour. Transport, texture, movement, but there should be colour, because colour stands out miles. Did you know the humans can see more colours of green than any other species on the planet? Because we are the ultimate hunting species. I don't believe dogs only see in black and white. I think that's a lot of shit, man. I think the senses that they could smell enhances the colours they see. So they might not have the connections in their eyeball which produces colour or helps you see colour, but we don't know what their nose is. We don't know what their nose is, what information their noses give. I'd love to know what information they get sniffing another dog's pee. Like when he sniffs another dog's pee and gets all happy, does he know the height, the colour, the breed, the name? Like what information does he get from sniffing another dog's piss? They must get some kind of information or they wouldn't keep bloody doing. What are you up to? Mate, you'll get shot from the farmer. You stand out a mile. Look, at least I'm camoed up. Here's one thing I just gave myself away with: shine. Because the sun shining like that. There's houses directly there. Remember the farmhouses that we passed earlier? Directly down there. They'll see the shine of this camera lens. This is not a good sniper spot. Although it would be if the sun wasn't there. If it was first thing in the morning when the sun's coming up over there, this would be the best sniper spot. See, directly over there. And I mean, like, directly that direction. Outside their tank is now catching a whopper, and I mean a whopper big enough to send all his pals home because they're jealous and they're never going to beat that whopper. You're probably like, dude, is your main supplier of all gear, clothing and technical stuff outside their tank? Yes, I have my own fucking supplier. How cool is that? Anything I need, supplied. Remember the pig? The outside their tank blade that I got? I've customised it a little bit. The British Army pig. 100-mile-an-hour tape. Couple of layers on there, and then I got a piece of 100-mile-an-hour tape and I rolled it up into a sausage, and then I spread that sausage over the centre of there, and then I put more 100-mile-an-hour tape over the top of that to hold the sausage in place, and then some sniper tape over that for extra grippage. But that bit now fits in between the 4 fingers, right in the middle of the 4 fingers. So I've got, oh man, on it, I've improved the grip, and The accuracy. Fixed machetes! Whoa! Alan has got his, I was going to say waterproof, it's water resistant, water runs off it, but because of the zip doesn't have like a storm flap going over the top of it. Man, I'm so jealous. That is the greatest sleeping bag, bivvy bag, of all time. Of all time. Everybody that's come camping with me and Alan that's seen this has been jealous of, I'm not even kidding you, and that as well was supplied by Outsider Tank. Honestly guys, I have my own personal supplier. Anything I need, he supplies it. I needed a bivvy bag for Alan, he's like, shh, give me 1 second mate. That is the last bit of daylight we'll have. And in this dusk, I'm heating up my tea. We're having mince rolls in the woods. Standard operation procedures. I'm going to cook this, you can't actually see what's going on, so I don't want to put a head torch on just now either, because I don't want to give my position away, well, to humans. Sorry, didn't mean to make you jump. Sorry, Taff, didn't mean to make you feel sheepish. That's us in our beds. We'll see you in the morning. Night night, sweet dreams. Say night night, Alan. Say night night. See you in the morning. Good morning guys. Brew is on. First aid kit is out. My blister burst. I need to patch it up. Hey, we've not had the first aid kit out for a while mate, have we? Kit out for a while mate, have we? For a while mate, have we? Oh, that's nasty. Last night I heard this noise of something crawling about, and I mean crawling right next to me. I thought it was a mouse. It sounded heavy like a mouse, like it had that kind of thud, if you will. And so I made noises like tss, 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 trying to scare it off. It would not fucking move, so I had to put on the head torch to see where it was. It wasn't a mouse, it was a beetle no bigger than my thumbnail. But the noise it made on this ground sheet, man, it was like it had bits on it. Right, proper socks. Yeah. That wee dick. Was it you? Last night, waking me up. Eh? You wee shite. Thing sounded like it had clogs on. A little mouse with clogs on. As always, while having my morning brew, the routine is go and see what the camcorder, go and see what the trail cam. How did I get so much dirt in there? I'm going to blame you for that, Alan. Dickhead here. I just pulled a lot of dirt out my cup of coffee. Then I sat my coffee down on the deck. Then he sits next to it and just starts scratching himself. Right here. Dun, 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 dun. 3 images. We've got one in night vision. I think it's just the foliage blowing in the wind. We're going to pack up soon. Well, pack up after the coffees, that's the routine. Leave only footprints, take nothing but memories. We're definitely coming back to this spot. Like, this place is brilliant. So it wasn't a complete fail last night. I could have just easily spent half an hour coming back down that way and then going up the path that takes you to there, but that would have been far too easy. Far too easy. Wasted about an hour yesterday going to that bloody pillar. Not going to that. Not going anywhere. Jump! Jump! Thank you. This is the reason Alan's nowhere in his camera, because of the foliage we've got to go through to get back down again. Oh, flower of Scotland. The path of least resistance. It might take longer, well it will take longer, but it's safer. I've already got a blister on my heel. I don't need a snapped ankle. The long end doesn't seem to wind road. Boys and girls, while I remember, I need to thank you. Like, I really do appreciate you guys watching. I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, but you guys have been binging the shit out of my videos to the point where you've given me enough watch time hours for YouTube to allow me a join button so I could have members on my channel. I had the hours maybe 2 weeks ago now, but I've been working on things for you to show my appreciation, like stickers and you know, the emoji stickers you get next to your name and that. So when you first join, you'll get a wee crap hat, that'll be your logo, and then you can promote through the ranks up to general. I've skipped a few ranks out because you only get 8 ranks in total on YouTube, so I've had to skip out some of them. But yeah, and I'm working on members only content as well, so when I do put my join button on, when I activate it, I'll have all the stuff there ready to rock and roll for you. Happy days. So yeah, thank you guys, honestly, thank you. Somebody has, it might just be one person, but somebody spent the last couple of weeks just watching the shit out of my videos. Whoever you are, thank you. There's that bastard hill. We'll be back. Anyway, boys and girls, we're about to get picked up. As always, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hitting the like button, and super big, huge, fat thanks to all you subscribers. I'll see you in the comments, you beautiful humans. Ta-ta!